Hello, everyone. Welcome to Orange Network API Hackathon 2025. So it's the opening webinar. It's where you're going to get every info about what's going to happen during this hackathon and the timeline, the deadline, and all is expected. I'm here with Joanne Lebel to co-host with me this opening.
Hello, everyone.
So, what's it's all about? Let's kick off. This hackathon is about all developers, startup, and tech enthusiasts. I'm sure all you online are all of that. The purpose is to integrate advanced network functionalities and applications thanks to Orange standardized APIs, and to create outstanding use cases leveraging real-time networks data. So this year it's different. It's not just one hackathon open to all like ours, like we're doing today. There is also we kicked that off yesterday. There is also an internal hackathon for Orange employee to bring more challenge, and one special in Romania. So we have 3 in 1 hackathon ongoing live at the same time. So gear up, it's going to be intense. Yes, next one. This year, we've prepared 3 different themes that you need to work on. You pick one. I don't need to work on all 3. So we will talk about customer experience, to rethink how people interact with the service and the technology to create an outstanding customer experience. But also, we'll have a theme about trusted data to prioritize transparency, privacy, and ethical use of data. This is really important in our time. And also, last but not least, Industry 4.0 to reinvent connected industry using automation, IoT, and real-time network intelligence, thanks to all of the cool Orange network APIs. So let's keep that. What about network APIs? What is it all about? So I'll hand the mic to Joanne now to get more into the specificities and the technique.
Yeah, thank you, Adelaide. I'm sure that if you're here today, you already know about network API, but I think that we should remind you what it is all about. So network APIs enable seamless integration of advanced network features coming from the telecom world to any developer who can do quite simple lines of codes. So they can integrate advanced features of the network in their application in a very, very easy way. We are offering real-time network data without any need for telco expertise. We are targeting really to create a simple user experience for you developers with a strong mindset of interoperability and modularity, meaning that whatever you will develop using our API will be available or will work on most of the network in the world, be it, of course, the other Orange network across the globe, but could be also on the other telcos in the world. We are offering different kinds of APIs, and these APIs will help you to improve the customer experience or to create new experience in the smart industry domain. For the set of the APIs, you will have 4 main areas where we can of API that you can work on. So the first API will be based on identity and anti-fraud. For those who are really already familiar with network APIs, you know that this API already existed. Well, I must mention that these APIs are now available in this camera standard, and this camera standard is more open, even more easy to use for the for the developers. So it is something that will help you definitely to scale even more than what already existed before. So this open standard really helps to grow the ecosystem and helps to develop the application or integration of this API within your application once and run it on any network or on any in any country. The second main area of APIs will be based on device information, so you can clearly identify the reachability status of a device. You can see if a device has been swapped or not. It helps manage important fleet of devices, and it helps also provide different customer experience depending on the status of this device. So it could help to enhance the device management platforms or customer experience for your application. What we are developing now and launching in production will be the location-based services. So these APIs will help you use location, retrieve the location of a device. We have three kinds of APIs using location-based services. The first one will retrieve simply the location of a device, so very similar to what we do with GPS, except that the location will come from the network. So today, it's not as precise as the GPS. We're working on it for the next few months, but it cannot be spoofed. So it means that the location that you have is the location that is certified, if you want, by the network. So it helps prevent GPS spoofing. It helps also when the device has no GPS, for instance. It can be the case for IoTs, but it can also help to localize devices when the device itself or the end user has turned the location of the device or the application off in the operating system of the device. Of course, as you can see, we have different means to use this location simply to manage differently the consent of the end user, because verifying data that already exists is very different than retrieving the position, the location of a device. I have a question by devices. Yes, absolutely. When I said devices, it can be users. That's why we have different APIs. The location retrieval will probably be used in the case of IoTs when you don't have GPS. Location verification will help to prevent GPS spoofing or certifying the GPS data that you can already get from an application. We also have a notification-based API, which is the geofencing API. So it will use the same location with the same precision as of now, but you will be able to set up a notification through a webhook where you will receive the notification when a device enters or exits a zone. Or you can also use this API to identify devices that are within a zone directly. Now that we use the information coming from the network, we can also create specific insights coming from the network. It will be the case with population density data. These APIs make use of the information coming from the mobile network to anonymize the data to help you know or predict how many people will be in a specific area. With this API, you can once more improve the planification of a travel, for instance. So you make use of anonymized data coming from the network. But with the network APIs, you can also pilot somehow the network with the quality on demand API. This API allows you to request a specific quality of service in the network. I will give you some more example right after in the next few slides. So as you can see, the network APIs is really transformative for Orange. We decided to go really global and to be part of this global initiative to develop API across the globe to make the life of developers really, really easy. So we really want to scale this the development of this API. So that's why we developed one single business unit who will do all the partnership, all the contracts. Well, if you want to work with, we will try to make the working with Orange as easy as possible. We will also sign contracts with the big players on the market for once more to be available through the marketplaces that you already use for your day-to-day development, for instance. And to help scale the API business, we also decided to invest in the Aduna Global, which is a joint venture between Ericsson and other top-tier network operators to create one aggregator, which will help once more to develop once and publish your application or make use of different networks across the globe very easily. As I explained, we are developing many partnerships in the aggregator world, but we are also developing specific partnerships to help develop new businesses or to help work on specific industries. Could be on smart port, for instance, or on more specific areas. Generally speaking, those partnerships will help us address a specific vertical, so we can work on that. These APIs are already live, so we have already 8 APIs publicly and commercially available. As you can see, most of them are coming from our IT, or based on information coming from the IT, so the number verification, the SIM swap, and so on, population density, for instance. But we also do have APIs that are arriving in production in France and in Spain at first, which will be what we call our network as a service APIs. And these APIs will be the quality and demand, all the location-based services, and some other APIs like device roaming status, for instance. Yes, concerning the countries, of course, the APIs that are available today will work on the Orange network. But as I said, you can go global with the development that you will make during this hackathon. Thanks to the partnership that we do, and thanks to the standard that we use for this API. Do we have questions as of now concerning the APIs, for instance?
Yes, you have one. It's from Omar Shanoun. By device, does it include mobile users, IoT, B2B customers?
Okay, I already answered to this question, mobile users, IoTs, but I did not the B2B customers. Most of these APIs will work also for B2B customers, except for, well, we have some exceptions. So I invite you to have a look at the documentation of the API, because we are and to engage also with your mentors. Simply because we are working on these APIs and we are trying to improve the global reach of these APIs. So some APIs, I have in mind the KYC, for instance, know your customer. And as you may understand, know your customer usually does not work on B2B customers. But we are trying to find a way to be able to upload some data in this API for some specific use cases. So I invite you really to come and discuss with us about your use case, your ID, and we will see in which country we can start to work with you to try to address the question or your needs. Feel free to ask. I will give you some examples of use cases. So I will be quick on this one. The first example that we give you is the example of KBFi. KBFi used our identity and anti-fraud APIs to streamline their onboarding process for the end users. So these end users are drivers for their in their business, or riders. This is how they call it. KBFi is very similar to BlaBlaCar or Uber, if you want. And they reduced their lead time to connect or to onboard their end user by 20 to 30% by using number verification, KYC match, and SIM swap, because they can secure the onboarding process and using one single authentication. So they are avoiding one-time password and so on. The second example comes from the event world, where we use quality on demand and geofencing to provide improved bandwidth to journalists when they need to upload their video or photos, mainly photos actually, when they are within an area. So when they are in the venue, they can have their improved bandwidth, but when they are outside of the venue, outside of an event, their mobile plan will be a standard mobile plan. So we are providing them improved quality of service when they really need it. The third example is an example to reinforce the safety and remote operation of maintenance workers. So, wherein is a company who is developing an IoT-based platform where they can aggregate many information coming from different sensors. They could be health sensors like heart rate sensor, but it could also be a gas sensor to ensure that the people are not in a danger zone. So this solution help to detect dangers and help also to interact with the operators remotely. So for that they need to ensure that the location within a building will be accurate and will work even in the underground of the or on the basement of a specific building. So to do that, they use the private mobile private network to get the location or somehow the precise location of the person, but they are also using the geofencing to ensure that the people are not entering danger zone, or to ensure that the people have exited the danger zone after a certain period of time. So they are using a full set of APIs to reinforce the safety and the quality of their solution. We have a few other examples. I will not do the worker safety because the use case in manufacturing and industry is very similar to what we did with what we've seen with Wearing, except that we are improving the quality of service for specific cameras when a sensor raised an alarm. So it is not that different than what we've seen with Wearing. We are using in the transportation and logistic domain, we are using our APIs to organize the flight plan of the drone. As you can see here, we have two different scenarios to manage the flight plan of the drone. The first one is to ensure the security of the drone by ensuring that the drone once more has not been has not his GPS spoofed, or to ensure that the drone will be managed by the right person, the person who has the right to organize the flight plan, just to ensure that the drone will not fly where he's not supposed to fly. We can also ensure the safety of the operation by ensuring the quality of the service that we provide to the drone, ensuring that we can always keep a good quality on the control of the drone instead of the quality of the camera, for instance. And we can also use population density data to ensure that the drone will not fly over to crowded areas. Maybe you have questions about the use cases. Well, all of these use cases are explained, detailed, or we have communicated on them. For instance, the Nokia has been widely used during the Mobile World Congress and during some previous events. So you will find videos and testimonials of these companies and on our website. So maybe you have questions about the use cases or maybe the APIs. Feel free.
Yes, not yet. No questions raised right now. No.
This is the moment where I handed over the the floor to Adelaide.
So back to me.
That
Okay.
you were not there anymore for the next and what we have to keep in mind.
Yes. So to keep in mind the timeline, obviously. So we can start today, so October 1st, and you will have until the 29th to create your project, to create your slide deck, to create your prototype, to spoof the jury in order to be ready for the pitch session that will be on November 3rd. And if you are among the winners selected, you will be invited to the final pitch session that will be occurring during the Orange Open Tech that will be in Châtillon, next to Paris in France, on November 20th, to be able to pitch your solution and be maybe among the winners. It can be hybrid because if you are in Latvia or I don't know, somewhere, or Tunisia, because I've seen startup from Tunisia, might be easier to be hybrid. So it's a possibility as well. So everybody can join in. And if you are selected for the final pitch, we make sure that everybody is able to pitch. The deliverables, it wasn't there yet. So can you come back one slide? I don't know if I can do it myself. It's all right. For the pitch session, you need to keep in mind, so the judging criteria. So obviously, we're looking for innovation, the usefulness of the solution proposed, the scalability. Can it be easily scalable? The feasibility of it and the quality of the prototype we're looking for. And of course, for your pitch session, the presentation. We've put back the links of the platform so that you can join in, but you're already invited, so you're here. And of course, if you have any question, you can always reach out to Amandine, but you know her already. She welcomed you first. And yeah, so that's good for the keep in mind. We can go, yeah, cool. Of course, we have some awards because it wouldn't be a challenge otherwise. So for the big winners, you will have passes for the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona in 2026. For the second, you will have 3 individual passes for Viva Tech in Paris in 2026. And also, you will have 3 individual passes for the third players for the API Days 2026. That will be in Paris as well. So this is good for the prizes. And yes, thank you.
I think
Yes.
it's not mentioned in the award and so on, but the main purpose of this hackathon is really to help you develop a prototype that we could also run on our networks, and we will definitely help any finalist of this hackathon to to develop the product, their solution, and to ensure that this solution will be able to go to the market. So the main purpose of this hackathon today is really to help you operationalize your prototype. So we will do everything we need as we did with the previous participants, like Certifical, for instance, where we worked with them for 1 full year to help them integrate our APIs in the production network, to help them meet with our customers and to work really together to go to the market. So that's really important to keep in mind, that these developments are not a project that will be left alone after the event. We are really definitely working on the project all together after the event, and this is, I would say, the first award that we will give to the finalists.
We should have put it directly on the slide. So yeah, it would be with the Orange Lab, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right, absolutely.
Okay, great.
One question about the documentation of the API. So I put the link to the whole documentation, and you will get plenty of information afterward as well. Maybe we can
Cool.
go on the support, because the question on the where do I find the information leads to where do I get help or how do I start with my project. So I'm there. I see that I have not launched my camera, but I'm there. So I will be one of your contact and mentor. Working with you on your project, helping you to make the most out of the API, clarify everything that needs to be clarified. But of course, I will be helped by more business-oriented mentors. Raenda will support me in this area to help maybe improve the business model of your solution, or to ensure that this your solution, your idea, has a business model behind it that is viable. And we will also have, and you will have the opportunity to meet with our lead architect for the network API. So Ludovic is the one who is working at the GSMA level and Camara level to develop the standards. So he's really skilled about these APIs, how they work, what they can do. And if you need to submit one ID to improve the API, he can be your ear, and he can be also your mouse at this GSMA and Camara level. Guillaume Châtelet, who is doing the development of the API. So he helped make the API available in the Orange countries, and he also developed. He was part of the team who has developed the Orange API playground that you can use to create your application.
And yes, it would be on the platform. So as I showed you while I was looking for the one, so I've presented the platform, and in the news section, you see you have all the documentation that is about the Orange Playground. So that was put with on the losing my words on the platform already, so you can get to it and have all the information about the playground. So as for the next step, I've already shared it, but now it's on the slide. So logging on the platform, discover the platform that I've shared with you, that I showcased earlier on. Subscribe to your dedicated, not employee, but external channel. I showed that to you as well. and create your project page and invite your teammates. It's important so that you know that you are in the competition and that you are working to create a terrific use case. And then if you need help, it's with the mentors that I shared with you also on the platform in the speaker section. So you can chat with them, I showed you, and even book a meeting if you want to have a face-to-face. Startup or indie developer, in the end, it's all the same. You need to log on the platform, check the resources, meet with the mentors and other peers if you're looking as indie developers, if you're looking to add people to your project, you can go onto the lobby, check with them, look for the resources you're looking for, and complete your project. As you know, we will expect from you a working prototype and a slide deck in the end for the October 29th. We can move to the next one. But yes, so now it's the Q&A. So maybe you have plenty of questions of what's happening next. So I'm here to answer the questions, and Joanne would be here to answer the question all about the APIs. So I don't know if you have other questions. We did them along the way, but we're here if you have more.
I will stop sharing the presentation. Maybe I can share the page with the link that I published in the chat. So you get all the information here. Feel free to ask your question. But you will get all the information regarding the APIs here. If you want to use these APIs, you can simply, and this is what I will recommend to you, you can click on any API. I will take location verification, for instance. You can have the full documentation of the API, what it does, how it works, in which country it is available. And if you want to test this API, you can go straight to the playground to test it now. We developed this playground, which is mocked an API that mocks all network APIs that you can imagine. So with subscribing to this single API, you will be able to test all these APIs directly. So you will have only one credential to manage all this information. You just click on Use this API, log in on the Orange Developer website, and you will be able to play with this API. These are mocked API, so you can't break anything. So feel free to play with this API. You will have an administrator API that helps you create your own dataset. So you can choose to create a device that is in roaming, located in this location, with this information concerning the KYC, and you can create up to 10 different devices like that. So these are your own dataset. If you want to go one step further and you want to integrate really the API, an API that runs on a specific network, we can grant you the access to what we call the sandboxes. So with the sandboxes, you will have the same API, but the API will run on a real infrastructure. So we will have real devices just behind them. This is important mainly for the quality on demand API, because if you want to play around with the quality on demand API, you will not be able to do it through the playground. You will have to work through the sandbox. So the sandbox, once more, is a controlled environment. This is not a production network, but it's very similar to the production network, and you have real devices, real SIM cards. You have also the same APIs that the one that will be available in the production network. So everything that you develop on the sandbox on the playground can be easily migrated to the sandbox. Everything that you develop on the sandbox can be really easily deployed on the production network. And everything that you already developed on the production network on the Orange production network will also run really easily on the other operators network that have these the same APIs available. So, well, here you have all the documentation. You just need to create one account the first time you click on this API, but it will be very easy to do that. I show you maybe. I won't show you the code.
So thank you, Joanne, for presenting the network API and the playground.